Hello, everybody. It's Adonica from You Do You, and I have a wonderful guest today. Her name is Elaine.
Eileen.
Eileen. That was my third guest. Third's a charm, but is it head or heed?
Head.
Head. So I got it totally wrong, but that's the way it works. The world. Everybody
That's
gets
the
my
way we
name wrong
roll.
too, so I'm gonna know whatever. I love having you. We haven't spoken quite a while, but I got your bio, and I'm just want to read a little bit about you because I don't memorize everything, but her title of her intro was Unlock Your Best Life with You. And that we're going to get into that, but I want to start at the beginning and how you got to unlocking people's best life, because you have a little bit of a journey, which is kind of cool, and it's a good storytelling to tell us how you got that, because a lot of people will sit in that space and going, I don't know what to do next. And you did what you wanted to do next. And now you're here with me talking about what you're doing. And it's quite interesting because we'll get to the part that I asked you what that was earlier. But but tell me from the beginning, how did you get to think and manifest to help people unlock their best life? Tell me about that.
Well, I met my husband at 16 and I married him at 18.
Oh,
He was my high school sweetheart, thought we'd be married forever, and he thought he was the love of my life.
uh-huh.
Unfortunately, we were great people, same values, same morals, same goals. We worked really hard, but we just didn't connect. He was very unemotionally available to me.
Okay.
And I stayed in that marriage for 35 years. I could see the possibilities, right?
Right.
And I stayed there until I started getting I was very unhappy,
Mhm.
actually. And I started getting some medical reports. And then my spirituality also opened up. And I started getting taps on the shoulder, like, you better look after yourself, nobody else will.
Absolutely.
And so as I left that 35-year marriage, I found the Enneagram personalities.
Okay, wait a
There's that
minute.
word
Say that.
you did know.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
Enneagram personalities.
Okay. Now you need to explain that, because I'm like in my head going, I've never heard this word. I'm gonna have to look it up later. It's
Yep.
probably not in the dictionary, or is this in the dictionary?
Oh, yeah, you'll find it. Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
people either go the Ennea what? Or
Yeah,
they'll go,
exactly.
oh, I love the Enneagram. The
Okay.
Enneagram has been around since the 1700s. It is one of the most advanced scientific-based personality models. And why
Okay.
it is so unique from other personality models is that it tells you how your personality was formed as a child by the age of 7. It tells you how you think, feel, act, react, what your value is, what people value in you. It shows you how you feel emotionally loved.
Mhm.
And it shows you where you are in your consciousness and your growth and the patterns that are sabotaging you. And so
Okay.
when you're triggered, exactly, so you have all this information and it shows you how to become the best person you can be.
Okay,
So
so quick question, just quick
yeah,
question. So when you were doing this in your 35 years of marriage, that I it did not work out, I'm assuming.
no, actually, as I was leaving,
Okay.
finally, he said, well, let's do a relationship course. And I said, seriously?
Too
Like
late.
I've been done in this marriage for 10 years.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
went, okay, well, maybe it will help him heal after I leave, whatever. And the only thing I could find was a relationship course that had this Enneagram personality model within it.
Okay, so that's what I was wondering. Is this been part of that journey, but you didn't know what to do with it? The Enneagram, kind of.
Well,
It
when I
showed up
found it,
and you found it.
yeah, when I found that and we started taking this course,
Okay.
it was like reading my own biography. Like it was so freakishly accurate for both of us.
Okay.
And so I loved it so much. And he said, you've always loved this stuff. Why don't you go get some training? And
Okay.
so I said, why don't you come with me? And
Yeah.
he said, no, I'm too busy. And
Oh,
so I really delved myself into the training and I did leave. That really helped me and my children transition in a peaceful, positive way. However, for our friends of 25 years, that didn't come about. I was voted off the island. Like,
Ah,
I was aggressively voted off the island. They were very angry with me because he's so nice, and he didn't know what to do, so he chose to play
yeah,
the victim, and everybody rallied around him, and I was the bad person. And what I came to realize was we have friends because we have the same values.
yes,
So when I valued myself enough to say, I'm out of integrity here, I
yeah,
don't love this man anymore.
yeah,
And I'm not valuing myself either. I'm going to honor myself.
right.
And I left. And
Wrong.
there were women getting diamond earrings. One got a new BMW. Another one got an engagement ring, even though they'd been married 15 years. Like the guys all went nuts, like, well, if she can leave, maybe my wife is going to leave too. It
Right.
was bizarre.
Jesus. So they were hanging on for dear life because the strong woman left the island and the
And
rest of the
triggered
women,
a whole lot of people.
it did. And I'm assuming this is what year was that? Because I think things have changed a bit in the years coming. That
2005.
okay, so it's just in the 2000s. Yeah, it's like this is just fantastic that you could walk away from that and be proud of doing that with the Enneagram. I'm gonna probably say it
Enneagram,
wrong.
yeah.
Yeah,
Think of it,
absolutely.
Ennea in Greek means 9, so it's a
Oh,
Greek word. But
okay.
if you look at you can phonetically spell it ANY-A gram, Enneagram. But
Okay.
it has been for me the juiciest part of life to figure out who I am,
Yeah.
what people value in me, when I'm triggered and I hit the ditch, how to get myself out of it, what it is I'm triggered with, what life lessons I can learn from this.
Right.
All of those things. It's the basis of all my coaching.
Yeah.
Uh, it's for me, it's such an amazing tool.
And you and your kids, how many do you have?
I have 2 sons.
Two sons. And for them to see mom do that,
Yeah.
wow. Wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow. Because that's
I truly believe they have the strong relationships they have now because they decided, I am not going to get divorced.
yes.
I'm going to delve into my relationship and I'm going to do everything I need to
Mhm.
make my partner happy. And
Right.
they have great relationships. I
Yeah.
truly believe that.
Oh, absolutely. I think that comes from I hate to say good role model because it's such the old termish
Yeah.
mentor, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that with your experience and doing what you did without having that guidance, maybe a little bit of guidance, this is what you did. And wow, this is incredible. This is an incredible journey for you. So now what do you do now? So now you take just women or men?
I coach both.
Yeah. Do you
I
coach?
quite like coaching men. I mean, my target market is women actually.
Yeah.
But when men do come to me, I
Yeah.
love coaching them because they say, tell me what to do. Tell me
Yeah.
how to fix it.
How do I
A
fix
lot
that?
of women, women in their 50s, many of them have this low-grade depression,
Yeah.
dissatisfaction. Is this all there
Mhm.
is? Um, and the husbands are walking on eggshells. They know their wife is unhappy. The woman is blaming them. They have
Right.
no idea what to do with it.
Right.
So I take couples and I do their personalities together. And it's not like one is doing something wrong or whatever. I teach them their loving styles. I
Yes.
teach them their
Mhm.
patterns,
Yeah.
how to respect and appreciate each other for
Right.
what they bring, and help them to grow.
Yeah. Exactly, because I think at a certain point in a marriage, people get stuck. And then the
Stagnant and
paths
stuck.
are like going like this instead of
Yeah.
together.
One
And
of
that's
my taglines is stuck, trapped, and powerless to change a situation.
perfect.
And that's where I was, right?
Yeah.
That's how I
Yes.
felt for many, many
Yes.
years.
Yes.
And no matter how many courses I took and self-help books I read and things I attempted
Yeah.
with him to engage him, to talk with me, to engage with me, it just, it used to feel like he was behind a steamed up shower door. I
Yes.
could see him, but I couldn't get to him.
That's yes. And I think
And
that I believe when because I think at the beginning of our marriage, we're so excited, we have children and things are happening, blah 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 blah. And then and I don't know about you, but does menopause play into this somehow? Because I know a lot of women and myself, myself went through, has been going through a change for a very long time, where I sit even in myself going, wow, I don't even know who I am.
Right.
So
And
you
that's what
can,
menopause is.
yes,
It's
and
the
that's,
time to take a pause
yeah,
and to figure out who am I. That's
yeah,
why I love the Enneagram. Like in an hour, I can give you so much information about you that you had no idea about
yeah,
and to build on. For me, I'm a two supporter helper personality, and I always had the need to help people,
right,
never realizing that I could be intrusive with this helping, and not everybody wanted it. But I never realized I was doing it from a need for myself
right,
more than even helping other
yeah,
people. And
right,
it's very difficult for me to accept. And there was a statement made, you give so much, it gives me no other opportunity but to take. And
right,
I don't like being a taker. And
yes,
wow,
yeah,
that's
absolutely. Actually, when I growing up was the same thing. You have to give in order to receive. There's no taking. And that was always planted a seed in my brain.
yeah.
But you get to a point sometimes where you're give, 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 and you're like, fuck, I'm done. I
But we
can't
teach
keep
people how to treat
taking,
us.
keep
See,
taking.
that's a pattern, and it becomes an identity, and it becomes a personality.
Yes.
The pattern becomes an identity and then a personality. And
Yeah.
people can say, well, that's just who I am. No,
No.
that's the pattern you've chosen. The beauty of the Enneagram is it shows you exactly how to advance out of those patterns
Oh,
and to
interesting.
grow. And that's, for me, it has created such a juicy life where I can live my best life. I can manifest. I can use the
Apparently.
law of attraction. I have a
Yes.
great life.
Yes. And then I was reading too that telling you manifest being in Mexico as well for I don't know how many months. I think it was 3, 4 months that you go down
It's
there.
now 6 months a year
Nice.
for the fourth
That's,
year.
you know what? I believe so much in that manifestation, the spirituality, everything, and vision boards. I love vision boards. I'm a visual girl, and I believe all in that. But this is really intriguing because I believe that every when you hit that certain time in your life, you do have a recheck. And I think you are the recheck. The okay, say it again. Enneagram. Enneagram.
Enneagram.
Yeah, that's a recheck.
Yeah.
Because I think we grow, and when we grow, we need to recheck in. And a lot of people just like the Band-Aid, give me a Band-Aid, but they don't want to dig deep. And I think that's where people need to come and see you and get that check in. And it's not doctor related, it's not medical related, it's you getting deep. Is that true?
That's true. There are people who fear they don't want to look at the parts of themselves
Yes.
that they see are lacking.
Yeah.
But that's where your power comes from.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
The Enneagram shows you your strengths and your challenges. When I read my profile, it was like, oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Oh my gosh, those sting. But
Yeah.
you know about them, right?
Yes.
And now I'm conscious of them. I can work with them and I've had couples come and the fellow said to me, we've been to therapists.
Mhm.
You're our last hope. If you don't help us, we're done.
Yeah.
And they went out of here with stars in their eyes.
Yeah.
Uh, I've put couples together 25 years. He was an eight assertive personality who never takes help, like a Donald Trump, right? Never
Yes.
takes help from
Yes.
anybody. And he
Yes.
came to me and he said, tell me what to do. I'll do anything you tell me.
Yeah.
And I spent 10 days of intensive coaching with them back together. It's
Oh,
a beautiful model and it makes life interesting because you can figure out other people as well. You
yes,
can figure
absolutely.
out what makes them tick, what
Yeah.
they need. You
Yeah.
can connect deeper.
Yeah.
It's really neat.
And it makes you younger because you look fantastic. I
Thank
said that the
you.
last time I saw you, the beautiful hair, it just makes you, it lifts off a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
Seriously. And,
yeah.
and and I think that is a beautiful thing that you do. I am so intrigued that I am actually going to send you a message to go, I want in. I want in.
Well, the personality test is free on my website,
Okay.
eileenhead.com. I
Okay.
follow that up with a call to make sure you
Okay.
type yourself
Yep.
properly. And then there is so much information that you
Right.
can gather, and I do personality readings. But what I really like to do is I like to put the Enneagram with spirituality
Oh, I love
and
it.
energy and vibration and
Love
frequency.
it.
and the law of attraction. I'd like to tell you how I got to Mexico. I
I
like to
want
give
to, I
you,
actually, to be honest with you, that's what I want to know. But I want to, the one thing it's interesting too, is that you have all these people that are going in different directions. I do this, I do that, I do that, and this. Are you the person to become, and let's do it all together? You know, because you can go to a spiritual leader, you can go to a life coach, you can go here, you can go there. We got this whole entire universe of all these people reaching out. What I'm wondering is, this because you're looking at that person and their personality and their spirituality and all that stuff. Do you put all that together for us?
I do.
That see,
I
that's
truly do.
I
I
love
truly
I
do.
love that. I totally love that, because you can go to any and get help, but if there's that one person that can put it together, that's what I want for me.
Nice.
Because I don't
Come
want
see
to.
me.
Absolutely. Now, tell us how Mexico. Tell us about Mexico. How did you manifest that? I want to know, because I want to manifest something.
There's a couple of examples I have. I'll start with the Mexico one.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to start with my house because that was before. So I
Okay.
had a house and I wanted to sell it. And I had realtors tell me, you know what? It's only worth this amount. It's only worth land
Yeah.
value. When I got ready to sell, I did a vision board and I put a picture on there of what I wanted.
Mhm.
And so I was going to sell it myself, and I knew a realtor, and he said, I'll sell it for you for $1,000. And I went, okay. And he
Mhm.
said, how much do you want to list it for? So I told him, and he said, you're never going to get that, but I'll do whatever you want.
Okay.
And I sold it for 45,000 over anything anyone ever told me I would get in a repressed market in 3 weeks.
What?
And then we started looking for a house for me, and what popped in, I can show you pictures to the tree out front,
Yeah.
how almost identical they are. End unit, adult community, walkout
Yeah. Yeah.
basement, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
all of it.
Okay.
So then it was like 4 years ago, and friends, I play pickleball. I play pickleball every day, passionately.
We're gonna get to that eventually.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
Yeah, well, we
And they
will.
were going south for the winter. And I thought, I'd really like to go somewhere, but I'm single and I don't have a lot of money. And then all of a sudden a friend of a friend phones me up and he says, hey, I hear you want to go on a holiday. He said, I have a condo on the beach in Puerto Morelos, Mexico. I will rent that to you for $100 Canadian per person per week for 2 weeks.
Wow.
$100 Canadian per person per week.
Wow. I
That
love
is
it.
manifesting.
Yes.
And then I had another friend who said to me, well, I'm going to Mazatlan. Why don't you come down and stay with me for 2 weeks? So I stayed with her and I said, I really like this community. I'm going to come back in January. And everybody said, you'll never get in here. It's always rented. But within me, I had a feeling. I looked around, I felt the energy of the place. I
Mhm.
used my manifesting. I went, no, I'm going to get back in here. I got January, February, March. Then I booked for the next year and the next year. This is my 4th year of going down for 6 months.
Wow. And you can work remotely, I'm assuming, because
Yeah, I do.
that's yeah, like I believe so much in that.
Yeah.
I believe that oh, absolutely. Like that's this thing. I have a vision board up at home with my girlfriend and our small business, and we put our vision up there, and we put Pink, the singer, up there, and we said, wherever she is, we're gonna fly and see her. And then 2 weeks later, she's coming to Edmonton, and we were like, is that a joke? At
No.
first we don't believe it.
See, that is when you are on the frequency of manifesting. I've actually just posted, I'm doing a create your vision,
Mhm,
dream vision, and
mhm.
it's vision boards and statements and getting you on the frequency to manifest and the vibration. I really want to share this with people. Life can be so much juicier than what
I
most
love that
people
word.
think.
I
Yeah.
love that word juicy, because it's like squeezing the juice in that, just so much that comes out when you do. When my mother used to make the fresh juice and you squeeze it,
Yep.
that's that juice that we
Yep.
can't, people just miss out on. We
Yep.
grab it.
Yep.
And I love that word, is so sweet. I just love that word. It's crazy. Yeah.
People say to me, you're so lucky, you lead such a great life. No luck involved.
No.
I
I love
consciously choose
Yeah.
my life.
So tell me your day. do you get up in the morning and you meditate, or what do you do? Tell me, like, what's a day like for you?
Yeah, I'm currently really working intensely on a manifest vision.
Okay.
And so I do get up. When I came back from Mexico this time, I had difficulty in clicking into the energy here.
Yeah.
And I was sitting on my patio, and then all of a sudden I felt I was looking out at the trees and working on the vibration and frequency. And I just felt myself click in, and it was like there almost was a hum.
Ah,
And I thought, okay, I'm back in.
yeah.
And so, I get up, I'm very focused. I'm working on this program right now for myself and for others where I'm really bringing consciously
Okay.
what my experiences
Okay.
I'm looking for, not the how, but what is it I want to experience in life? What is it I want more of? And then I'm consciously focusing on that, and I'm working the energy of that. And then I go play pickleball for
Okay,
about an
now
hour.
tell us how you got into pickleball, because this is the growing. Did you manifest that too?
I think my brother, they were playing it, and I thought, well,
Why
maybe
not?
I could play it too. And I started taking it. And funny story, actually, I just posted this on Facebook a while ago. When I started, I'd never played a hand sport.
Oh,
There was
really?
this older gentleman, and he's very outspoken. He says, when you first started, you had absolutely no ability whatsoever. He said, now you're not a bad player. And I
I
was
love him.
telling him
He's
that
honest.
just
I love
recently,
him.
like
I
it's
love
been
honesty like
4 years.
that. Yeah,
But
absolutely.
it's finding what is it it's looking for the joy. It's
Yeah.
looking for the passion. It's recognizing it when it comes to you in small, I'm focusing on more abundance. I open a book and there's a US dollar bill in there.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
people say, well, that's only $1.
But
To
still,
me, that was a sign of
yeah.
abundance
Yeah.
and more to come.
That's crazy. Now, the other quirky thing that you do is high level country dancing.
Yeah,
Tell
I don't do line dancing. It's
you
couple
do?
dancing.
No,
My
you don't do
record
line.
is 23 spins in a row.
Oh, shoot. Like, you get dizzy?
Nope. I just say to him, you better catch me coming out of that spin because
Do you still do
I'm
that? High level dancing? And
yeah, when I left this marriage,
yeah,
I walked into a bar and we'd taken a few dance lessons,
yeah,
he very resistantly.
yeah,
And the dance instructor was there and he said, hey, why don't you come out and join our competition team? And I went, I'm nowhere near to being any good, that good. And he said, we'll teach you.
yeah,
And that created a whole new social community and new passion for me.
yeah.
And I love country
And
dance.
do you still compete?
Not compete, no,
No,
no.
just go and
But
dance.
yep, every Saturday it's around the dance floor, and we have a dance group, and I dance for about 4 hours straight without one guy gets tired, and I go to the next guy and the next guy.
We can't keep up with you because your energy, like even now and today, you and I talk, we talked for a short period before, but I can feel that passion, that juicy part of that, a juicy part of your life. I can feel it because just it gives me chills talking to you, knowing that this is a manifestation for like it just is real and people just need to grasp into it. And I think about myself and manifesting this podcast, and I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? But I'm just going full far, big pants on and hugging everybody that's in coming on, because I think this is where I need to be, and let people hear your story, because this is so important for people, because we got the non-believers, but you are the person that it has happened to believe, right?
I
So
am I am 73 years old,
no,
young.
you're not.
Yeah,
No, you're not.
yeah,
No, you look fat. It's the hair and it's just you could see life. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And that's what I think most
And see,
people.
here, what I want people to understand, I made a choice. I could stay in that relationship, and I was a victim.
Yes,
I was a victim. I'm
yes,
not happy. He's not doing blah, blah, blah. That was my story. Told
yeah,
it over and over and over, rah, rah, rah. And finally, one woman said to me, look it, I'm tired of hearing you.
yeah.
Either get in or
Right,
get out.
right.
If you're going to stay in, then be happy.
Yes.
And what I know is that when you don't need a partner to start working on this, come and work on it with you. I have seen relationships shift by she came to me and I teach people scripting to go back and start conversations. And you can start a conversation with, I'm taking this personality stuff and I never realized this pattern I had, and I'm sure you have. And so
Yeah.
I'm going to work on that. Or you can say, I'm thinking this might be your personality, and I never realized this about you.
Yeah.
Tell me if this is true about you.
Yes.
And it's a positive thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And appreciation is the magic in every relationship
Yeah.
because everybody needs it so much,
Well, we're
right?
too busy to actually sit quietly and appreciate.
Yeah,
Right. Our
yeah,
whole entire world is spinning out of control right now, and everyone's spinning with it, that they
yeah,
forget to take that moment to appreciate, be grateful, be thankful, be kind, and
yeah.
love, like everything. I'm excited to work with you. Actually, I will be working with you because I want to
Nice.
know, because I'm still sitting, like, to be honest with you, and if anyone's listening out there, this is authentic, this is fun, and I'm just gonna be authentic. This would be an interesting thing for myself because of the shift that a menopausal woman does with hormones and anxiety and all the emotions that over everything comes utter full-fledged on your face. And it'd be interesting to see if anything has shifted in my personality, but I'm looking forward to seeing you and working with you. So I'm going to take the
The
personality.
beauty of that is, so how I interpret that,
Yeah.
I interpret that as spirit
Yeah.
showing you, wake up.
Yeah.
Wake up to yourself. Wake up to what it is you need. Identify what your needs are. Step
Mhm.
into them. Create those for you. Heal those limiting beliefs. Let go of the trauma from your past so that you can be light like me.
Yes.
People will say you have great energy. It's because I've done the work and I've let go of
Do
the
the work.
trauma and the drama
Yeah.
of life. And now I just welcome in. Do I have days where I plummet? You bet. Do I go into a spin? You bet. But I have mentors too.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing too, is that it's okay to ask for help.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I know that way back when my mother was going through menopause, that was kind of menopause, but and now I'm very vocal when I say, "Oh God, can you open a window?" She's like, I said, "Don't you remember, Mom, when you open the window and then close the window?" And it is kind of a different shift when it comes to that. But what I am curious about is, I know how I don't think I've changed as a child, but like from where I was as a kid, I've always been outgoing. But what I'm interested to see is what I can shift to change to feel great in my skin again,
Yeah.
even though we're going through this life change.
Yeah.
I want to be comfortable in my skin. And that's
Even women apologize for, oh, I'm having a hot flash.
I apologize.
Sorry, open the window. Hell no.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
having a hot flash. I'm opening a window.
I just wipe my sweat on my friends so they know I share my sweat with
Think you're awesome. I think we could have so much fun together, you and I.
I know. I'm like, I just like take it. Like I sweat, and when I do, I'm like, here you go. You want to know what it feels like? And the other time, I said to my husband and my child, my 25-year-old son, because I want him to be aware of what women go through, and he's such a very spirited young man. My husband's not; he's a dentist, so there you go. So I remember being in the car, and I said, "Shoot, I'm having a flash," they said, "Oh well, you should just open the window like a dog and stick your head out there." And I turned to them and I said, "Excuse me?
Good
This
for
is an
you.
internal flame. This is a furnace inside. It doesn't work that way. So when you put a baby out your butt and become a woman, then you could come and tell me how I'm supposed to feel." Because seriously,
What's just come to me is fire up.
fire out. It does. It fires me up.
Like let the
It
fire,
big-
the heat inside of you that has been suppressed for so long,
Yeah,
fire it up, women.
I
Get
know.
out there, do what you want to do, find your
And
passion.
And that is why I met you. And that is why I'm doing this podcast, because I'm firing it up. I'm one of these people that has my speaker on. I sing, I dance. I hope
Nice.
he hears me, but I do what I want to do. And I don't, and I have to, and I'm sorry, but I think we've forgotten as women to stand on our own 2 feet. We have
Yep.
two, we don't have one.
Yeah.
We have 2 feet. And I am so excited I met you. I
Me
am
too.
so super excited I met you, and I can't wait to start working with you because I'm excited. So
Well, I
we're
do have that program that's, it's only a 3-hour program. I'm offering it.
yeah,
And then I do have longer term coaching
okay.
where we really go into the
Dig
depth
deep.
of the spirituality, of the
Yep,
personality,
yep,
of the dreams, of the manifesting, of living your best life.
yep, yeah. Okay, well, I'm in. I'm in. So can you give us some magic words or something that you want to share with the world that maybe they can take home, like an affirmation or something? Because that's my goal. I love affirmations. I do them all the time. What do you think?
One of my, yeah, I have many of them. I'm just working with some that the universe truly wants to give you what you're desiring.
Yes,
It is ourselves who are holding ourselves
yes,
back. So
yes,
when you claim it, angels and guides, I am open to ready and to receive
yes.
the maximum amount of abundance and wealth and love and passion and joy and sex and
Oh,
whatever else it is that you
okay.
desire. Um, I'm open to receiving that now.
Yeah. Just be open. Be open. There'll be signs. I believe in signs. I
Yes, there will be.
Well, the funny thing, I'll just tell you one story, quick story, that
Yeah.
I opened, I don't know when I signed up for it, and I opened an email and it was a card reading that I must have done a bazillion years ago, but I read it and it was perfect for
Yeah.
that day. And I was like, wow, that's just a sign. That is a sign. Now, some people might say, well, you're kind of cuckoo, but I believe in them all. And it's when you open that door up, it's not
It's
church.
opening your perspective, right, to
Yeah,
possibilities of different things.
endless,
And the
endless.
world is becoming more spiritual. Someone will
Love it.
find a feather at their feet and identify it as someone who's passed, or the world is starting to open up to the spirituality, which I believe will bring them more freedom and opportunities and passion and joy.
I look forward to that one day. I know that it's happening. I know there's a shift coming, and I believe that the generation that, like, my kid is 25, that generation is because we raise those kids, and that's the shift we're going to see. They're going to
Yes.
shift it because they're going to teach their kids. And
Yeah.
I like that. My child's been doing affirmations since he was little. So I am.
I would invite him to take his personality test
I
as
will.
well
Yes.
from the website. I
Yep.
mean, when you learn the power of your personality at a younger age, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, the security, the spins we all have gone in
Yeah.
through our years, right? But
Absolutely.
man, if I'd learned this when years
Oh,
and years, but that's the life journey, right? And the life lessons I needed to learn.
and age is just a number, right? Just a
It is
number.
to me.
That's right. Look at you. I look at my mom and dad who are 82. They look like they're in their 70s and they travel. And that's yeah, we are too stuck. And as this world is coming, we have people like you that are guide us through it. And I love
Thank
it.
you.
So
Okay.
thank you for being here. Thank you. Get out and play pickleball.
Yeah, I've already did today. Oh, I also offer a free call on my website. I give
Perfect.
people lots
Perfect.
of resources.
I
So
will put all your links in the bio so people can get a hold of you. And yeah, we'll connect again because I think we should do a follow-up once I start doing this work with
we could do that. After you
you.
do your personality and I do your personality reading, let's do a
Okay,
follow-up.
let's do a follow-up. That'd be awesome. Well, thank you for joining me today. You're wonderful, and still love your hair.
Oh, thank you.
I was looking at I was like, I said to my hairdresser, "Can I do that silver?" She goes, "No, I don't have enough gray." But that's
Sure.
okay. That's
Yeah.
okay.
You
Well, you
know,
have a wonderful day and we'll talk soon. And thank you for joining me.
bye for now.